Hi everyone, it's 9th of October. I've come down to the plot to do a little bit. The weather's been okay. It's a bit cloudy now, but the sun keeps popping in and out. So I thought, well, I've got some free time, so I might as well come down and do a bit on the plot. I've been down and done little bits, nothing worth videoing really. Just topping, clearing some beds and topping them up with some chippings that I had from when I chipped up the silver birch tree that I'd cut down in the garden. Um, I've been going up harvesting, doing little bits, but nothing majorly. I do apologise. People have been leaving comments and asking questions. I will try and answer some of them, but what I plan to do is I'll start doing some more how-to videos. I mean, because people are asking how I construct my nets and things. There's already videos on there, but I have a way of doing it that is easiest for me. It's not the same way for everyone, but it works for me. So I will get round to doing that video. I'm hoping to just try and video anything I do over the winter months preparing, and then I don't know when I'll put it out. I'll put it out in bits or put it out in one biggish thing. I don't know. Say with work demands picking up, I'll just do what I can and then try and compile it together and put it on. Because it's that time of year now. A lot of people, they're doing some preparation works, and if you can go no dig, then I really would recommend it, because there are more people doing it now. I mean, it's me. I'll be going into my 5th year of doing no dig next year, and I don't think I'd ever go back to growing in open ground full time. Obviously, sometimes when you'd like with a big brassica bed, you had me potatoes in, so I thought instead of having the ground just growing bits of weeds until I get ready to dig it over, I might as well put some stuff in it. Because if you don't fill it, like I've always said, if you don't fill the ground, nature will with weeds and whatever. So you got to keep on top of whatever usable space you have. If you can still grow something, grow something. If you can't, cover it up with either a mulch or anything you can really. Just to block the weeds from growing. Because things can still drop seeds now. Like I said, I've seen Sean's been working on his plot doing on the Hawk channel. He's going no dig. These raised beds. You don't have to do raised beds for no digging, but it kind of, as you layer it up, it becomes raised anyway. But and Aaron's been doing his Eden project, which is all no dig. It's just whatever you can find to put on the ground. Because I've always said pretty much everything comes from the ground, so it goes back to ground. So instead of putting it in a bin, if you can use it. Obviously, don't go layering it up with weeds, unless if you've hot rotted them and they've or drowned them till they turn to mush. You can put them on like that, but just make sure there's no seeds. So we'll have a look round, and you can see what what sort of state the plot is in now. I mean, I've had a quick whip round with strimmer and cut the grass. So there's a couple of bits to do, but I'm mainly here to harvest some stuff. So we'll have a look. I'll start with these raspberries. They're not looking great, but we have had a bit of some cold snaps down here. So there's still raspberries to pick. So each time I come, I can pick a few. So it keeps me busy. At the end of the day, it's not far from the middle of October, and a lot of people have sort of jacked in already. And it's a shame, because there's still stuff to grow. I wouldn't advise this is a really wet plot. It's not got really wet yet, but it will do. But once it starts getting really waterlogged and bad, you can actually do more damage by walking about on it too much. These strawberries, I need to clear them all up. I did do these first 3 here a few weeks ago, but it started raining, so I thought, stuff it, I'm not getting soaked. But as they soon come back. Still no set in stone plants for my strawberries yet. I've even got some more flowers. I keep getting the odd random flower coming out. It's crazy. But, blueberries, obviously I finished a while ago, and they're going that lovely colour now. I left a few blueberries on and left the door open on the cage for the birds to go in and pick at, but they didn't want them. So I don't know. I tried to do my bit, but never mind. Right, big long brassica bed. It's all broccoli and kale, collie, some more broccoli down there. All doing pretty well. I should imagine I'll start getting some broccoli in about 5-6 weeks. The kale will stand the winter. Not the nicest thing, but I'm going to try and work with some recipes for kale so to eat it. It probably won't be ready till next year, that's going to overwinter. That's another broccoli, I think that one's a Quails, that one's called. It's the one I usually grow. You know, it's if there's one variety of broccoli I'd grow, it would be that one. Because it's not a massive plant and you get a good head off it and loads of side shoots. These are just some greens that are getting a bit battered by the slugs and whatnot. But it was just somewhere, I didn't have any plants to fill that spot, so I just sowed some seeds direct, and what comes, comes. Obviously all my spuds, they're gone, they're out. After being hammered by blight and I lost loads. Didn't get a very good crop this year at all out of the spuds in that bed. So this bed's all finished, topped up with the chippings that I got from silver birch in the garden, all chopped down and whatnot. You know, it's all free sort of soil making stuff, so you know, and it'll suppress anything that's down there at the moment. So what I'm hoping to do is I'll probably you know, layer this for compost at some point, only a thin layer, so anything that's in it the frost can kill. You know, but they'll be under a cover, you know, under some membrane. Then all I have to do next year is roll the cover back and plant straight in it. That's what I aim to do. That's what I usually do. But last winter I just didn't have the time, and I've paid the price this year with struggling and battling with weeds and whatnot. So I've done that on these 4 back end beds. These two, I mean, this was where I had my peas and my courgettes. That was a brassica bed. I had some Savoy cabbage. I've taken them. The heart store really well. Lettuce, I'm overrun with lettuce. I've got this endive stuff. I mean, yeah, I could tie it up or put buckets over it to blanch it, but it's mainly for my tortoise to eat that stuff. So you know, I just come in, I sort of like, I've been picking, you know, I just go in and I take like, you know, a leaf off and just peel it off like that. And I've been doing that for ages, so it just kind of, they just keep coming. And I've got to the point I need to actually thin them down because they're too dense, you know, and I don't want to have loads of slugs hiding everywhere. So I've got some other ones here, so they're getting drowned out by light. These are a Liebherg. They're a cross between a Kos and an iceberg. Really crunchy, really tough. You know, I'm definitely growing them next year. Usually I grow Paris Island costlets, but I've had nothing but problems trying to get them to germinate this year. Turnips, you know, oh, you can see, but they're there, but they are getting a bit battered by the slugs. You know, when you pull them, the undersides have got holes in, so they'll be just something to put in. You know, if I get some, I get some. If I don't, I don't. There's got this stuff, some more Liebherg here, and this is like I can't remember what it's called now, Radicchio. I think it's like a member of the chicory family. It is quite bitter, but it's nice to mix in with stuff. Got some corn salad or lamb's lettuce. Getting a bit mildewy, so I need to take some of that. I've been taking, you know, trying to thin it out. These are lettuny. I need to clear out around the base of them because they're a bit of a magnet for slugs hiding underneath them. You know, try and clear around the base of them and then stops them rotting off so quick. But I've got a load of them. I'm trying to take, you know, 1 or 2 of them a week if I can. But you know, they're starting to suffer a bit with insect holes, but it just gives you something to harvest. You know, it just goes to show that, you know, it is mild, the weather, you know, but there is still things to harvest at this time of year. That's the asparagus that needs to finish dying back so I can clear it. I need to get support around that for next year because it's a pain when it starts toppling over. So that is about everything, you know, on the allotment. I mean, there might be an update from the garden at some point. Not really much been going on there. I'm still getting plenty of tomatoes. I've stopped watering them now. Like chilies and peppers, I've been harvesting them. I've left a lot of chilies on the plant, so I've just stopped watering them. I'm going to try and pick them and dry them, I think. So originally I wasn't going to grow any chilies this year, but you know what it's like. You say you won't, but you do. So that's about it really. But you know, I'll try and do an update on the garden and then see where I'm at. And then you know, like I say, I'm going to try and do what I can, you know, because it's all going to be done in bits from now on, really. So I might try and compile something together and then put it up. Maybe, I don't know, later in the year. You know, of any works that I've done. You know, I don't know what I'm doing with fruit cage yet. I'm going to extend it. So anyway, take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.